I am so mad at myself right now because I just recorded like 3 videos and had my mic plugged in and it wasn't on. So, anyway, hopefully I don't just like fly through these because I've already recorded me reacting to them, but now I get the opportunity, spice it up a little bit, I guess. Whatever. All right, so this one is a mother-in-law and I've never had a mother-in-law, so luckily I don't have to deal with this. Am I the a-hole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? I, female, 30, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day one, she tried to make remarks and compare me to her. She then tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I do, and sometimes even copying me, like that one time when she literally dyed her hair purple just like mine. Okay, that's a red flag, a purple flag, whatever. And when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she actually blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. So, anyways, my husband and I took 2 weeks off of work to go visit some places out of the country, tourism, in other words. The thing is, I was the one who saved up for and arranged for the trip. My husband was responsible for booking the tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come and threw temper tantrums when I said no. She called, texted, sent people to talk to me into letting her come, even threatened to call the police and make some complaint up to get us to stay if she can't come. All right, sirens are going off at this point, okay? My husband said we should just take her, but I told him he was wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum, said he wouldn't go if she couldn't come, and I told him I'd gladly call his bluff, which made him take the words back. And he said, fine, I will tell her to stop because we won't take her. I have been on both ends of an ultimatum, and what I will say that I've learned from ultimatums is it never gets the result that anyone, the person who gave the ultimatum, it does not give them the result they want, okay? If you're in a relationship that is revolved around ultimatums, that's a problem, because relationships are about compromise, and about meeting each other. You're a team. You're not working against each other. Anyway, things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came, and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me, and he was looking left and right as if looking for someone. I asked him, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area, and first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. I froze in my spot. Let me tell you, I'd be having this same reaction. Are you joking? Like, am I on like, just reading this, I'm like, is this even a real story? Because what mom would do this? But I don't, like I said, I don't have a mother-in-law. Maybe somebody can prove me wrong that this type of stuff happens, but this is just beyond me right now. So I felt a cold wave washing over me, and I was fuming inside. She and my husband were hugging. That's when I quietly turned around and started walking toward the exit. My husband followed me while shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off the harshest way possible. He tried to say I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyway, and I should let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told him he and his mom could still go and that I was going home. Yes, that is exactly right. If I was in that situation, I would have done the same thing. I'd be like, well, you guys clearly want to go on vacation, so have fun. I'm sorry, but if I want to be on a vacation and set a boundary that it's my husband and me, that's clearly a vacation where I want to be alone with my husband. Mom shouldn't be there for that situation. Anyway, I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur for several minutes. Turned out he booked a ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. I told him he caused this to happen. He said that I was being hard on his mom. It's ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but he kept on berating me, then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and that it was because of me. My family said that I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy. Did I really overreact? No, you did not, ma'am. And your family that said you should have just gone they're also a-holes for trying to give you that advice, because if you would have gone on this trip, that trip would have never been about you. It would have been about him and his mom. His mom would have been like, oh, well, I want to go do this, or I want to go eat here. And he would have just been following along like a little puppy dog. Like, yeah, sure, we can do that. Clearly, this man is a mama's boy, and he is never going to change. On these Reddit posts, I don't always like to make the first reaction to something be like, you need to leave him. But in this situation, there are so many levels of red flags here that it's just like, no, this is obviously a situation where a mother-in-law is obsessed with her son, and it's a problem. Okay? Just absolutely shocking. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine having this happen to me. Because I'm a little crazy, and I have no problem telling somebody something, so, yeah, I would have gone off, probably. That mother would not have been safe. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anyone? I just want to know, is there anyone here that would be taking the husband's side in this situation? Because there's no way. This man and his mom are crazy, and she needs to run. Anyway, what do you think?